Today we're going to add a slick adjustable chair as a Tinkercad smart shape. So let's get cracking. This is Tinkercad.com. It is 100% free and the absolute easiest place to learn computer-aided design. Our projects are all stored to the cloud. If we click designs, you can see we have 3D designs, circuits, or code blocks. Before I get too far in the project, I do want to mention to you that today's project is brought to you by PCBWay.com. PCBWay is currently celebrating their 12th anniversary. Make sure you check the link in the description to get coupons and join in on the fun. Their easy-to-use website is my go-to whether I'm doing a 3D printing, CNC, or PCB prototype project. They offer prototyping for as low as $5, and you can also have your parts assembled. If you're looking for 3D printing or CNC, PCBWay offers a full suite of services that are useful whether you're running your very first prototype or a full batch of parts. Of course, you can learn more by checking the link in the description. Designs can be private, you can also make them public, and then finally you can use the wicked cool share link that you can send to people so they can work on your projects with you. Today's project though is going to start with the Tinkercad gallery. When you check them out, there are so many cool projects. Make sure you give these users a reaction. And if it's one of ZDP 189's projects, it's also set to copy and tinker so you can actually try it out. We are going to do that same thing today. And under code blocks, I want to highlight the chair and of course the jet. Once you see this trick, they both are the same and they're fantastic. So when you click on these designs, notice mine is set to copy and tinker. Don't forget the golden rule of Tinkercad. Give a reaction before you copy and tinker. And when you hit this button, you get an exact copy of my project. Now this amazing bit of code, if you hit this button right here, makes an instant chair. But what's even cooler is I've used variables so that we can adjust the controls. You want the seat to be a different size, you hit play, and everything else adjusts just like that. Now, if you look right here, there are a few comments. This tells you how to find my channel, which obviously you're watching. And then this shows you how to find the video to build this. It explains the fancy math that makes this all possible. Sweet things like taking one leg and instantly turning it into 4 legs. You can simply use this, or you could also make it better. The scope of this video is just going to show you how to use it though. If we click over here and do share, we can choose to send to the 3D workspace the code blocks shape. I'm going to give this the name Super Chair. You could call it whatever you want, and I'm simply going to hit Save Shape. Notice down here, we've got the word that it was successful. Now we can simply back up to the Tinkercad dashboard. And now instead of code blocks, we are going to create a brand new 3D design. I like to always start by naming stuff. I'm going to just call this Wow, because this does kind of make my day. And then I will let you know if this is your first time using Tinkercad. I have got a ton of day one tutorials. You can track them down with this bit.ly right here. So here comes the cool stuff. Instead of basic shapes, we're going to switch to your creations. And here is the awesome chair that we just built. Bring it in, and are you ready for this? Adjust the sliders. Just like that, you can make this look however you want. All because of the awesome code that was built in the other part. Now it gets even cooler than this. We can ungroup it, and you can take these pieces and adjust them however you want. I can do Control Z to back that up. I can change the colors. You could do anything you want with these chairs and then instantly bring out another one and modify it however you need as well. These are called smart shapes. This is also the jet that I gave you. Once again, simple shape that you can adjust the size on this one, and added some fun code that when you hit randomize, it changes the colors. How cool is that? I'm going to hit delete to clear that one out. I do want to highlight, if you've followed all my tutorials, we also have the awesome house shape that has wall width built in. Also a fun project where we can make evenly spaced circles by just adjusting the sliders to make them do what you want. Bang. I'd like to wrap this tutorial up with a challenge. Please take the time to follow the code blocks lesson. Just knowing that you can build with code gives you options to make pretty incredible shapes. And as you can see, if we make these public and leave them share alike, we can instantly add the smart shapes to our own projects, and then we could also enhance them to make them even more awesome. And of course, if you check up above, I'm adding all of these to the HLModTech digital library. Don't forget, if you do make something awesome, I would love to hear about it in the comments down below. A quick shout out to everybody that supports me via YouTube memberships. Don't forget, there are 3 levels of support starting as low as $5 a month. With any level of support, you get early access to videos. Also, make sure you pay attention to those members only posts. A massive shout out as well to everybody that supports me via Patreon. We are way past 600 members. It has a fantastic free messaging area. You can ask questions, post designs, gain skills. Of course, you can learn more with the bit.ly up above or the link in the description. Finally, friends, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, every time you like, hype, share a video, add a comment down below, or click subscribe. You're helping HLModTech get just a little bigger, which absolutely makes my day. Friends, have a glorious day, and keep tinkering.